I'm here. Let's see. Anybody else here? Sandy's first. Three, 5, 1. What's up? Thanks for coming in. Come on out. Come on out, Bobby. I'll let you catch one. I was going to pin that link. That way anyone can come up if they like. Oh, that was loud. You can catch bluefish, but not those bluefish. All right, get out of here. Okay, who's coming up? I did pin that. Had to make sure I did. We only got 5 people up in here. See here. Steve's here for a while only, he says. Randy made it. Ottercat made it. It's something that in their, I forget what they said. Let me look it up again. Let me ask Siri what the deal is. Hey Siri, what makes a lingcod green?
One moment.
She got to think a long time on that. What's up, bud?
Still on it. Okay, I found this on the web for what makes a lingcod green. Check it out.
Go away, Siri.
One sec.
No one knows precisely what causes this variation, but biologists believe the strange green or blue hues indicate the lingcod had consumed a diet rich in chlorophyll, eating more plant matter, green algae, through small crustaceans than the rest. I don't know. That's what they say. I don't think anyone really knows exactly, but makes for an interesting looking fish anyhow. What's up, Gray Wolf? You want to try blue lingcod? It's good. Tastes really good. Okay, who's coming up to entertain everybody tonight? You know I can't. Just sitting here reading comments. I can almost keep up with them. You know, I should probably have my sticker board back there. And speaking of stickers, can you see that? Barely. I just, right before the premiere, my wife went out and got the mail, and I got a 5-inch sticker now. Looks exactly like my 3-inch stickers, but they're bigger so that you can read them. Otter cat, we usually fish somewhere between 50 and or 40 and 60 feet, sometimes up to 80, sometimes 30. Just depends where we find them at the time. Closed, I can't see. What? Very, very few, Bobby. I've never seen one. About time that sticker grew up. Yeah, I know. Got you. Put your bifocals on, Steve. If you can't see that, I can see what they are. GoPro. Shannon sticker. Can't see that one. That's Dark 30. That one right there is Working Class Fishing Podcast. Steve, your sticker is right there. Right there. You can't recognize yours? It's kind of like mine right there. Got Modogs. Some Old Man. Creel Florida Living. Off the Hook Outdoors. Living MN Outdoors. Plain old Chuck right there. Big Skip right there. That's Ed's. We won't mention his. Boring Fisherman. Scott Swift. Al's Outdoors. Catfish Fever and Outdoors. Coastal Fever up there. What's up, Dark 30? I just mentioned your name. Your sticker's right there. Lazy Days ahead, right there. That's a magnet. I just threw it over there last time. I was like, whoop, and it stuck right on there. Snake River Catfish Slayer. Yak Shore, Local Life. I think I got most of. Oh, Squirrels Magnet Fishing is right there. Eric the Fish Nerd's right there. I think I got them all now. Hooked Fishing. Hey, what's up, John? Appreciate that. Hey, that's fine. Hooked. If you send me one, I'll put it on. I don't care if it's a 10 by 10. They make more of those boards where I work, so. But yeah, got these big old things. I don't know what kind of envelope I'll have to get to mail them, but at least they'll be big enough you can actually see them a little bit. Hitting bed early, tired from wrestling that bobcat this morning. You wrestled a bobcat? That's awesome. Pretty sure the bobcat won. Because I know you're just a little scrawny guy, kind of like Steve. All right, let me go look it up. I'll show it. Cat attack. Share screen. Now let's do this. I think I got it. Yeah, I got it on there. Let me go back and skip the ad. I gotta go turn the volume on so we can hear this thing.
His wife catches all the fish, but he keeps the can on. There's a small water charter down in the Sunshine State. They look at bass station when fishing crews are face. They're always on the water down at Donkey Land. Lindy is catching trophies. John's got his camera in his hand. He's a pretty good actor.
Al from Al Outdoors. I bet you won't do this. And Foxy's got my back.
With all of the sugar, the bass line so sweet.
I got it now. I got it.
That's good right there. Yeah, that's good. Wonder why I'm not getting notifications from you guys. I do on some stuff, but not. I didn't. Well, unless I just missed it. Maybe I missed it. I bet it did, Ottercat. Their claws don't stop for no burlap. Hey, nobody came up yet. I don't know if I can just sit here and take the show on, the whole time or whatever. Ottercat, you should come up. I don't even know what you look like. You only get push notifications for live, but not videos. I do for videos for small water charters for most of them, but I don't know. I never saw that one that I can remember. That doesn't mean that it didn't show up and I just missed it, because I get a lot of notifications. I got the truck parked out here and the sun shining down and glaring right in my eyeballs. Ho, ho, ho. What's up, Creel? Welcome. Come on up here and talk to me. Yeah, you did too, John. Made it pretty good. All right, John. Have yourself a wonderful evening. After last Saturday, we were out salmon fishing and then bottom fishing. I was so whooped when I got home I couldn't even hardly talk. What's up, Brian? We were out on the ocean for between 10 and 11 hours Saturday. I went to bed at 8 o'clock Saturday evening and slept till 8 o'clock Sunday morning, and I don't ever sleep 12 hours except that time. What's up, PA Trapping? Welcome in. Appreciate you being here. Getting ready to hit the river for smallies. Is there a lot of smallies up there in Oregon City? I caught one when we were shad fishing up there. Had a 12-hour day yesterday. I don't care what you say. 12 hours on the water is a long day, especially when it's when you're being thrown around a boat with waves. It's for sure bad. I don't know, Brian. Is he? Saturday, we left the house at 3 and got back around 7 p.m., I think, something like that. It was crazy long. I caught two of them. I caught one about that long. It was either me or one of the other guys that caught it. I got it off the hook, whatever it was. But then I caught another one about, I don't know, 6 or 8 inches long. So where do you usually fish down there, Brian? Are you on the bank there at the campground or where? I believe it, Steve. Hey, what's up, Quick Response? Thanks for coming in. I will make you a mod. That way you can check out everybody's channels. Everybody needs to check out Quick Response, too, if you haven't already. He got a great channel over there. Smallies are smallmouth bass. You can eat them, I suppose. Mostly they're just a nuisance and fun to catch. From my kayak, either above the falls or on the west side around Goat Island. I don't know where Goat Island and Cedar Island are. I understand that, Quick Response. There ain't no problem there. There's you just have to figure out what all you can handle and what you can't, and do as much as you can and skip the rest. Your daughter calls them water chicken. What's up, Coyote? They are across from Mildred Bar Park below the falls, south of the mouth of Clackamas. I'm not that familiar with up there, so I've only been on that river twice now. That's what, okay, that makes more sense. No, wait, north of the mouth. Be south of the mouth, where I'm thinking. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, I saw that, Coyote. You're having quite the time out there in Utah. Brian, we sat up under the falls there for quite a while the other day. Finally got on some of those shad. Them things are big up there. What's up, A1 Fishing? A1 Fishing family. I'll make you a mod so you can check out everybody. They're not small. Yeah, I know they're not small. I think they're like 18 inches or something. I think they're bigger than the ones down on the Umpqua. But there's a lot more snags in there than there is on the Umpqua. Man, I lost a lot of gear up there. Good thing it doesn't cost much, but still lost a lot of gear. Oh, I know I always lose gear, Sandy. That's why I call the reef a robber. No, Coyote is the rights trapping. Yeah, we had around 97 here today. But yeah, I was inside most of the time. What's up, Shannon? Shannon, since Randy don't ever come up on panel, are you going to come up on panel for him? Oh, Creel's coming up, man. All right, shut your TV off or something.
I got you.
All right, shut your TV off or something. Shut your TV off or something.
What's up, man?
There, that's better.
Hey, you see my hat?
It says Creel, Florida Living Stanley. Ended up snagging one. Yeah. I think the gizzard shad might be a little bit different than what we're catching out here, but they all fight. I don't think you'd scare anyone, Shannon. I don't know for sure because I've never seen you that I know of. So you might be right. But then again, Shannon, I did let Creel up.
I like your crab catching videos, man. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I don't do that here, you know. So that's pretty interesting.
Right.
I don't even know how to hold that. I'm over here trying to hold a crab. I'm like, ugh. That thing's trying to pinch me. I'm like, nope.
Creel, you don't have to worry about how to hold them. Because if you don't hold them, they'll hold you.
Yeah, I heard you. I heard you on one of your videos.
Yeah.
How you doing, man? You doing good?
Yep. There's a question for you.
East. I'm on the East Atlantic hook fishing. East side, northeast Jacksonville, Florida.
Yeah, shad's some of the best crab bait too. I know they use it for catfishing, but it's good crab bait too. It's just stinky, oily. But
Oh, what's up, Sandy Toes? I saw you in there.
Sandy said, "I've been up. You can't scare none."
I can't even see your chat. I mean to fix it.
Last day of freedom to watch. What?
Oh, there we go. Last day of freedom to watch Earl.
The gizzard and a gizzard shad is good for everything. Girl got to go make money. What's up, Carl?
What's up, chillin'?
What's up, Lauren?
What's up, chillin'? Steve, what's up, man? That's the man I want to get with because I think he has a vendetta for you. He's Steve's after you.
Oh, I know. I tried to get him to take me halibut fishing Saturday, but he won't do it. He's a little scaredy cat. I mean, the waves are only going to be like 6 or 7 feet tall.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. He's too scared to take me
I
out.
don't think I'd go out there, man.
I wouldn't either. Yeah.
Steve, I got something I'm working on, man. I got some stingray, or you call them skate or stingray wings or skates wings. I'm gonna cook them up and do something with it.
What's up, Jacob?
There's some catfish. I mean, whatever.
Yeah, I might be too scared to go out with Steve anyway, because he might have to take a nap out there, and then I wouldn't know my way back.
Y'all funny. I'm glad y'all can get together, man. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I was watching some Amish channels the other day, and I'm not saying you're Amish, but you fit that perfect, man. It's just, that's pretty cool, though. I was watching them. I was like, man, the way they live, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I know you're not Amish, but you do kind of resemble it.
Yeah.
Like I resemble a dumbass, but no, I'm smarter than you think.
That's
That was
right.
having fun.
I kind of forgot about that. When's that happening? I think I'm going to take my big camera for that,
Skate.
depending on the day anyway.
I was thinking about taking that skate and making actually a chili, and I got shark. I was thinking about making a chili.
I make all my fish chili. I put them on ice water.
Let's reverse that. Let's go back. Yeah. But yeah, that's hey Coyote, what's up, man? I ain't seen him in a while.
He's stuck in Utah.
Hmm.
He's over there drying up in the sun.
Yeah.
Quick response. You can come up on panel if you want.
Nick,
Nobody.
come on, man. I don't even know who. Where's he? Where are you from? Quick response.
His first time fishing adventures in here?
Coyote, come on.
What are you saying, Steve?
Oh, and that's Kool-Aid.
Oh, he said he had fresh halibut.
Halibut's like flounder, right?
I don't know. I mean, it looks like one.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know either.
Northern Illinois, 15 minutes from Wisconsin border is where quick response is from.
Mm.
Head gasket blew. Stuck here for 3 to 4 weeks. Wow, that's fun. Oh, that's cool. That's real cool.
Oh, hit 500 subs today. Hey, yeah. Congratulations, man.
Now you got your community page and all that good stuff, or at least once they.
That's man, it's very hard. It takes some work to get there.
How many you got, Creel?
Man, I'm almost hitting 3.
Almost 300.
Mm-hmm. I've been doing this for a year, so it's not easy.
I've been stuck for a month now trying to get above 1450. Finally, just in the last 2 days, it's jumped up. And some of it says I'm at 1470, and some of it says I'm at 1468. I'm not sure which to believe.
Right. Yeah, I'll hit it. It'll be I'll go for a month and I'm just climbing. I'll get 50, 60, 70, and then all of a sudden, nothing.
They're gone. Yep.
I'm like, what?
Yep. It's the way it is.
Yeah. The algorithm. It's all
There
different.
you go. You got yourself somebody that wants to fish with you. Finally, other than Stanley.
You know you want to fish with me, or I'd like to go crabbing with you.
I'd like to take you out and use you for crab bait at least.
Yeah, I would love to. Hook fishing, yes, I fish with you, man. Come on, Jacksonville. You so far away, man. That's the problem.
Creel, Florida, Livium. What? You see how you spelled your name?
Florida. Yeah. You just realized that?
Yeah.
I did too. I ain't worried about it. I ain't gonna change it. That's the little bit of wine there going on. I gotta change that. That's gonna drive me crazy. I had to come back and leave or whatever.
Carl just got you there, Brian. Creel had to go change his name on there. Got 14 wonderful people up in here. That's what it's showing right now, anyway. I would, Sandy. Start taking bets on Bobby. Bobby ain't gonna keep up with Creel. Creel catches all them whiting, sharks, all kind of stuff. Ouch. Lauren, I never got you a sticker, did I? I got bigger ones now. You probably wouldn't want to display it anyway. Randy with a $10 boom boom sticker. Super sticker. Thank you very much, Randy. You don't have to do that, but I do appreciate it. We have whiting here under a different name. There you go, Creel.
Yeah, way back.
It says Creel, Florida, Livium.
Yeah, I got it right that time. Yeah.
Yeah, you did actually.
Whatever.
Sandy, all you got to do is make them grow up quick so they leave. That's all you got to do.
What's up, Sandy Toes?
Yes, I did, Carl. What's up, Lauren? What in the world is going on? Did you just turn something on?
Who you talking to?
You with the face.
Nah, you ain't heard nothing over here. I don't know what you talking about.
Carl, I did get yours, but I'm not sure where they went. They're in here somewhere. right there. I haven't put them on the board yet. That's what it is. I got Carter's Custom Lures in Chell, Indiana, and then Lazy Days gave me a sticker and a magnet. And I just threw this magnet the other day and it stuck on it, not in place. But that being I use a metal, a piece of metal for my board, worked out pretty good. I can just put it on there and do whatever with it. Put it wherever, I mean. All right, quick response. I appreciate you coming in.
Yeah, I'm working on my board. I actually got a few stickers I need to put up there and I guess do a video on it. You know, I got Steve from Wyoming and Sunfish King. I got cameraman Ron, a few other, you know, and I got a few. I actually have a new sticker I'm going to put up there. Who's this?
What's going on?
That's Bobby.
Shoulder. What's up, man? I saw
Chilling.
you a little while ago. What's up, man? Sandy, what's up?
Ugh. Yeah, I'm trying to do a ice fishing surf challenge. Sounds like
Fishing. Okay.
who's that long-haired kid? Look, I cut my hair in a year now. It's been a little over a year since I've cut my hair.
Bobby, I'm buying some land back there in Virginia. Did I tell you that?
Yeah.
Maybe you'll have to come up and hunt with me when I come back there.
For sure. You got to teach me how to bass fish, man.
I would, man.
Yeah, I'm no good at it. I don't know why. It just doesn't work for me.
You just got to figure out you got to think like a fish. That's all.
Yeah,
That works in the ocean. It doesn't work for frozen.
yeah, chilling. Send me one, man.
Yeah, it does.
I'll send you one.
Creel, I'd send you one, but I don't know where you'd put it.
Man, I already got like 3, 4, 5 of you. I use yours for target practice and stuff.
I know they work good, don't they?
Yeah.
Steve,
It is kind of boring not watching you take a nap. Man, Shannon, you must be old if you got a kid that's 30 years old.
I don't even want to get into that one.
Chillin', Carl said he's going to email you soon.
Yeah, man. Email me. We'll swap stickers. You know my videos. You can catch it.
I do what I can, Shannon, you know. I mean, I got to pick on the old folks because I know the younger ones are going to pick on me when I get there. Like Bobby.
I don't mess with anyone but Steve because he falls asleep.
Yeah.
I think that with my
What are you, Bobby? 22?
I'm 31.
You're old but wise.
Yeah, getting old ain't fun.
Nope.
How would you know?
I'll be 50 this year, man. I look like I'm 32, don't I? I'll be 50 years old, man. That's
Steve's old.
that's not fun.
Randy says Shannon is very old, and Steve says he's just old.
hooked is just a.
Pretty much, Sandy.
I don't know about that. I don't feel like it most days.
That's all how you feel. I'm gonna show you my hat again. Stanley! I like this hat, man.
Randy's almost as old as Steve. I don't know if anyone's quite as old as Steve. Not even-
Steve's kind of old.
yeah, he is.
What's he like? 65?
He's older than that.
Oh, he's 70?
He's six. Yeah, he's at least 78.
Damn.
No, he ain't.
I know.
I think he's 68. Something.
Well, he's in good shape, man, to be 68.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Steve, if you have your hearing aids turned up far enough.
Hey, he's in good shape if he's that age.
Round is a shape.
White shoulders. Yeah. It ain't fun, is it?
He must not have his hearing aids turned up. Oh, there he is.
He said, say what?
That's right, Sandy. Catch me a smallie, Brian.
That's what I'm going to work on here. What I do need to figure out is how I can turn my camera around. I just got launched, and so I got to go out and cut through the channel here. You'll get to see the chaos with all the ski boats and everything.
Got you. So is right behind you there? Is that the campground? Yeah, I see the dock. I saw the dock right there behind you. You came right out of the boat.
Hopefully we don't
boat
have
launch
too much.
there, right?
Yeah, I'm down here at Meldrum. So if people have questions or anything, just shout it out to me because I'm just I'm getting all adjusted here.
Yeah, got you.
I got you on my chest mount right now, so
Yeah.
ready
Hey,
to go
Alvin.
out here.
I'll be back.
This is interesting.
You guys see the heron?
It's sideways.
Your camera's sideways.
Is my camera breaking up or?
No, it's just sideways. You're kayaking on the wall.
Yeah.
There you
Oh,
go.
okay. Yeah, I'll see if I can get it to stay put. It's on a suction cup. So
Oh God.
yeah. Unless I can put it up in my little cup holder up front. I stole my wife's kayak, so this isn't my normal kayak, but it was out front. So I was like, well, I'll just go ahead and swipe this anyways.
Yeah.
Got a few boats coming in.
So you're
Beautiful night
headed
on the
down.
river. Perfect time.
You're headed down toward the campground, or you're in the Clackamas River.
Right now, I'm in the Willamette, so right in front of me there, that's Cedar Oak Island. I'm gonna get across the channel here once I dodge everybody, and then I'm gonna go over on the backside of Go. It's leaving the ramp at Meldrum Bar Park right now. Just as
Okay,
a
so
reference point. So obviously
Just
you see the
your-
channel markers. I don't have to worry about them with this.
are you above the dam or below the dam?
I think he's whoa. Whoa.
I think he's broken up.
Very beautiful night.
So boy, he doesn't have much service down there, evidently. Ottercat says PA does a lot of stuff on the phone. You got that right.
Oh no.
Yeah, dropped it.
Hey,
And right back in. There you go.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Let me put you up here in the bow cup holder. Hopefully I can.
So,
that didn't work.
Right there to your right. Right there to your right is the park. Or the campground, I mean.
So there's the boat. There's the boat launch. The
Yeah.
campground's
Yeah.
about 2 miles that direction. So as a reference point.
Are you above the dam or below the dam?
I'm below the falls right now.
That's what I thought, but
So-
I never knew
So
there
once
was
I get
any
out here,
channel markers up
like I
there.
said, just for this launch, there's channel markers, and it's just because they're shoaling off.
What's up, Hendricks Farm? Hendricks Family Farm.
Just for deeper draft. What's that?
Oh, somebody was just hollering to somebody. Hendrickson's Family Farm. What's up, sidetrack?
Should be interesting.
I can't believe you don't have enough signal down there to be live. That thing's cutting out bad now.
I can't either. It's the most bizarre thing ever. I don't know what's going on. I thought I'd be okay for sure.
Well, you usually would be down in that area. He's hunting for smallmouth, Sandy.
Yeah, I never have 5G streaming issues. You would think I should be good to go.
Maybe you get out
And it's
far
going to be a
enough.
little nautical out here.
Put your paddle
Let's
straight up,
see.
hold it like an antenna.
Yeah.
Make the mad dash.
Yeah, there's quite a few boats out
Yeah,
there the other
that's that
Saturday.
here. Yeah. There's a lot out here tonight, too.
Yeah.
I'm fitting to hit it, man. I'll still be on here, but I'm fitting to get off here. I got a few things I got to do. I got ice cream to put up and stuff. Good to see you, Earl.
Right, yeah, good
Nice
to
to
see you.
meet you, Hook. Working class.
Thanks for coming up.
Yeah,
Here we
man.
go.
We'll
Go
be back.
right.
I'll still be following you.
Yeah. He gone.
Woo.
I need to head down to Florida. I ain't been in a while.
I haven't either. Probably the last time I was down there was 2008, something like that.
Here we go.
Hasn't been that long for me, but it was definitely pre-Rona.
Yeah. Hey, there's a jet ski.
Yeah, there's one about ready to hit me, too.
Oh yeah,
Very
sure
smart.
enough.
Wow.
Yeah, this is the problem. This is the problem with down here is that you have a lot of people. I'm going to tell you this right now. Anglers are far better mariners than these idiots on these personal watercraft.
Oh,
Because these people can go get a license and they're so fucking stupid. Sorry about the language, but they're so stupid that they have no idea how to operate their watercraft in a safe manner.
yeah.
Yeah,
Especially
They try to run over people.
I was watching a
Yeah.
compilation video of boats like running over the tow ropes for like grass being pulled behind and whatnot. Like, man, I know you can see the people back behind the boat. Why would you run right between them?
Yeah, exactly.
Ugh. Ugh.
Steve, I need you up here.
Steve, if you were up here, at least you'd have something to talk about.
Yeah. How's my signal? Is it getting better or worse?
No, it's better than it was.
I say it's clear now.
Good. At least you got a recording of that whole number so I can call the sheriff.
Yeah. I don't know if we could
That-
see. Well, you probably could see what it was if you zoom it in, put it on big screen.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, that's why alcohol and boats don't mix.
Oh, for
and,
sure.
That's what happens a lot out here. Is there's a lot of people they start consuming a large quantity of alcohol and they jump on a jet ski, and
Yeah.
I call
they
people
have no regard for any other type of watercraft. And there's kids out here. They're out here on paddle boards and kayaks and everything else.
Yeah.
Luckily, I know my way around the river pretty well, and I know how to control the kayak probably a lot better than most. So
Right.
I'm used
right.
to coming out here.
Yeah.
A lot of people wouldn't come out here in a kayak, but the fishing's just too darn good.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I saw a guy go up into the falls there that Saturday. We were up there and he flipped a kayak up in there. But I don't think
They
he
do
cared.
that for fun.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
he was doing it for fun. But there's
Yeah, a lot of guys
you
go
brought
up
up another point though, and people wonder why I don't like to fish the rivers and the lakes around here. And that's exactly why I don't like to, because there's a lot of alcohol involved in boating on the inland side of things.
Yeah.
Not so much out on the ocean. And you would
people
almost
on the
think
ocean
there
are
would
very
be.
responsible.
Very much so. It's a whole different crowd of people. So I like
Yeah,
that a
people
lot.
on the ocean tend to be a heck of a lot more responsible. And
Yeah.
X
you know,
care.
like I said, it's amazing to me because you've got your boater card. Obviously, I have mine. A lot of us have
What's
the boater
that?
cards, and they talk about, channel right of ways, using alcohol. I mean, all this other stuff. And it's not there as a suggestion. It's the law,
Right.
And it's amazing. It's, to each their own. But yeah, definitely there's some pretty dangerous people out here on jet skis.
Yeah.
And it gets worse on the weekends. So this is actually pretty tame.
Yeah.
I just worry about the kids, the kids that come out here, their parents get them a paddleboard from, Costco or wherever.
Yeah.
We want to bring them out here to enjoy outside. And, these jet skis, they go into areas where they really shouldn't be anyways, no wake zones. And they create a lot of wake and everything else.
Yeah.
And a lot of it's to intentionally flip boaters and paddle boarders, kayakers, paddle boarders, stuff like that. It's not like guys running to the top of a troll during spring Chinook season, where they're running up 35 miles an hour. Everybody's in a big boat then.
Yeah. Exactly.
Little different game out here.
Yeah.
And for each idiot, there's 10 real good, considerate people. So, there's
Yeah.
not like an exception to the rule, but yeah, personal watercraft definitely create the largest hazard on the river.
Yeah.
Check out these
Yeah.
houses, Earl.
Is that right there by
How'd
the
you like to
island?
have that? I don't think I'd want to clean it.
Yeah. Is that right there by the island?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. So this is directly across from Meldrum. I'll go ahead
Yeah.
and spin the bow. So
I-
mouth of the
I think
Clackamas. Mouth of the Clackamas is right there.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
north of the mouth, and right in front of the bow, that's Goat Island right there.
Okay. All right.
So I'm going back here.
So
safe.
you're
It's quiet.
looking downstream right now?
Yeah.
Steve.
I'm looking south right now.
Yeah.
So I'm looking back. If I was to go back out in the main channel and go around the corner, then I'd be looking at the falls, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
Looks like there's a couple other guys down there fishing too. Way off in the distance.
If the cooler fits.
Steve said you were calling him an idiot.
Who, I was calling him an idiot?
Yeah, that's what he said.
How did I call Steve an idiot?
You said the idiot drunks or something like that. I don't even remember what you said.
Steve,
Steve probably just thought you called him an idiot.
I was gonna say, unfortunately, here we get a mix of
Not Steve.
Yeah.
we get a mix of idiots, both in the ocean and the rivers. But that's because the Chesapeake Bay is big.
Yeah.
People come out of the York or the James into the Chesapeake
Yeah.
Bay and not pay attention to what they're doing at all and just beeline straight for the ocean.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna run out of fuel for one.
Yeah. Randy says a 15-year-old girl was killed in Missouri this weekend on a pontoon run. A pontoon ran into some swimmers.
That's horrible.
It is horrible.
Yeah.
If you can't run a
These
boat,
kids,
don't even.
They have their whole life
Don't
ahead of
try.
them.
I know. Yep. Not cool.
Right.
Out on the ocean, did you see that boat come right past the back of us when we were out there on the ocean?
On your last video?
Yeah, the one that came out tonight.
I don't think I caught that.
I
probably
haven't had a
jumped
chance to watch that, honestly. I'll definitely need to
Okay.
watch that.
There's one that came. He wasn't anywhere close to hitting us, but the wake got us pretty good, and it was already rough out there. Anyway, it's like you got the whole ocean. You can drive around us. I mean, whatever. But
Yeah.
it's one thing if like last weekend I was out with another one of my friends that has a boat just like mine. He was on his boat and I was on mine. We came within touching oars. I mean, we could have touched oars with each other out there on the ocean, but I mean, we knew each other. That's a little different.
Right.
But all right, Steve, go eat your halibut.
Ah.
Are
We're
you
getting
fishing yet, Brian?
I think it paddled almost a mile.
You forgot your rod.
What's that?
I said you forgot your rod.
Don't say that. They're both behind me.
I got you.
So yesterday I was up fishing and I have a lockbox on my rear seat and I keep all my tackle in there on my drift boat. And I get out there, I'm like, oh, I'm going to change to a deep diving crankbait. And then I go back there and it's locked. And I was like, oh, you got to be kidding me. I left my key back and I'm like 8 miles from my truck. So
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I guess I'm stuck with what I'm fishing, but I still caught fish. So it didn't matter.
Yeah, exactly.
It forced me not to go change my baits a whole bunch. So that actually worked out pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, we're coming up almost to our first magic spot here. So I've been running a shallow diving crankbait out here, KVD 1.5. It's a 0 to 1 foot crank. And the fish, when they get a hold of it, I mean, they just drill it. And then I'm running a Rebel popper. And that one, I whacked a nice smallmouth above the falls on the popper. And I'm thinking, well, today it's looking really good. So it's warm. And this time of night, this is when we start getting the rises. So this is definitely a good time to get out here and get on the fish. Definitely.
So I went out on the ocean Saturday. We went after salmon first thing till about 11 o'clock and then went back in, dropped the salmon off and went for bottom fish. And there at the end, those sea bass were chasing our lures right up to the top. And
oh man,
the one guy caught a double, and he pulled him up to the surface. And he's like, "Look at all these fish chasing this thing." Of course, he's up in the bow and nobody else around. And he was like, "There's 1, 2, 3, 4." He said, "There's 6 of them that chase these up here. 6 plus the 2 that he had on his line." And then later, one of the guys in the back of the boat pulled one in, and there's another one that came up chasing it. And Parker took his rod And he's like, hold that fish down in the water. So he held it down there, threw his lure down in the water, and that thing came up and smacked it. And about that fast, it spit it again. So he didn't get it, but it hit it and then let it go. I didn't get it quite on video, but I did get the swirl from where the lure popped out of the water. You almost got one on first cast there, buddy.
I just got bit.
That's what I'm saying. You
Quite
about
as
got one
aggressive
on
as I
first
wanted.
cast.
What reel is
First
that?
cast out. Let's see what happens here. So this rocky structure on the lower Willamette, this is kind of where they like to hide out and hang out.
Yeah,
And I like to fish right alongside of it. Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of bass fishing 101, but
yeah. Especially for smallmouth.
yeah, they really like that rocky structure. And the reason why I like the shallow diving crank is I don't hang up nearly as bad.
Right.
Because I've lost a lot of expensive crankbaits.
You could dive in after him down there. It'd be warm enough.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely warm enough for them.
I mean, for you to jump in and go get them again.
Yeah. Well, I've hauled up some pretty good rigs, just running cranks, flatline trolling for coho. I pulled up whole plunket rigs and flashers and everything else. I'm like, man, there's something good on.
Yeah.
And it ends up being a couple 360 flashers, shock bumpers, all that good stuff. But yeah, there's definitely.
Sandy says, so is Brian heading to an island to fish or from the shore, or just paddling, or to fish from the shore, or just paddling around? I think you're just paddling around, right? Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Right now I'm just kind of drifting and I'm just fishing some of these shallows. I'll have to kind of paddle and recorrect. I'm kind of in where I want to fish.
What reel are you
The only thing
using?
I don't like about these crankbaits. So this is a Strike King, one of the KVDs. You can see it. And the only thing I don't like about it on the spin rod, and I have my bait caster here too. But the only thing I don't like about it is when those treble hooks on the split ring swing around and they hang up. Just kind of.
They do
you
that
get
on
a good
every
cast.
rod.
Yeah, I don't think it matters which rod you're using, but
No.
let's see.
It gets old quick, though, when they do that.
Yeah, I have some micro crankbaits that do that quite a bit, so I'm gonna switch out the smaller snap or split rings on them, and just see if that remedies it, or go to a smaller hook.
Yeah.
Because I kind of think the smaller hook might actually take care of it.
I'm waiting to see you catch a fish.
Right.
That's what I'm waiting to see too.
You can't just skunk out on us now that you got us all pumped up for it.
Now,
It's-
you're watching Bill Dance live. I'm not going to fall out of the boat, and I don't think there's any snakes here to like. At least I don't think anyway. But
Not big enough to scare you out of the boat, at least.
yeah. I'll tell you what, though, some of those topwater takes are pretty impressive.
Yeah.
They can definitely get you. I'm not quite ready to go to a whopper plopper yet, but definitely getting close to that time where they're going to be aggressive enough to attack a whopper plopper.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
So we have a friend over on Instagram. She goes by Lady Tenkara Bum. She said she'd been talking to you, Earl.
Yeah.
Amanda.
Yeah, she was in here.
Oh, was
Go
she
ahead.
in?
She was in on my premiere, yeah. I don't think
Oh,
she was in on
perfect.
live. But
Yeah, so she's an ICU nurse, so she works this time of night.
right.
But she's big into fixed line fishing, Tenkara. And she's trying to get her channel off the ground. She's got 36 subscribers right now. She's working on some content. Obviously, she's a pretty busy lady, you know, working
Right.
in health care and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And but she's looking to get some subs. And so if I was in a position to be able to post her channel link, I would. But she's going to be doing a live fly tying. Yeah, she is super cool. She's very in tune with the fishing community. We had her on the podcast. She's just an awesome person. And so if there's anybody looking to, learn more about tenkara fishing, which is it's a form of fixed line fishing that originated in Japan about 400 years ago. And a lot of people do it because it's a real simple way to fish. And so a lot of people are really into doing that type of fishing. If you're interested in learning more about it, sub to her channel. She'll sub you back. She's just like that, you know. She's not like, oh, well, just come sub to me and I won't do anything. But
What's her channel name again?
Lady Tenkara Bum. Tenkara spelled Tenkara.
There it is.
Yeah,
Lady
she's super cool.
Don't think this. Let me filter out and get only channels. No results. It's all Tenkara Bum is all one word, right?
Yeah, Lady Tenkara Bum is all one continuous channel name.
Okay.
Spell Tenkara again.
There it is. I got it right here.
Okay.
All right, that works.
But if everybody that's on this live stream could drop her a sub, that would be really, she would so much appreciate it.
So, Lady Tenkara Bum.
Oh, Earl, I finally got to update my custom URL. It took
sweet.
It took this long for them to let me do it.
So there's her link. If you want to go get her, pick her up. Yeah, I wasn't sure what to make of that. She just started talking to me last night and going on, and I'm like, don't know who this is, but okay. Anyway, yeah, she was super cool.
Yeah, so I told her, I was like, hey, you need to talk to Earl and Steve and all those folks, because I was like, they have like the best community on YouTube, hands down. You guys have built such an awesome community. And that's what I told her. I was like, if you get in right with these guys, you're definitely not going to be disappointed.
Yeah.
And she was like,
hey,
I'll get in touch with Earl.
And Youper, welcome in, guys. I appreciate you coming in.
Got a little bit of a garbage line here. I gotta get out of.
Isn't fishing from kayaks fun? You can't ever stay where you want to be.
You know, I don't mind it too much if I get the right wind and I have the wind at my back in the direction I want to go. So
right,
it's kind of like a symbiotic type relationship. It's like the kayak's going to take you where you don't want to go, but
yeah,
you know, I don't have one of those fancy pedal powered kayaks or nothing like that.
Yeah,
exactly.
Just because the fight feels like it's more like
yeah.
Wading in the water, sure, you can catch fish on a big boat, you know, but in a kayak, they actually kind of pull you around some. So
if you get a good one, these ones don't pull you around. They're just kind of like little baby bass are like, look at me, I'm strong.
How big are the ones that you're catching there?
Oh, 8 to 12 inches.
Yeah, so
they don't usually get that big. We're not talking about like PA hog smallmouth or Texas hogs or anything
Yeah.
like that. These are just little guys.
I told you
know the
about that.
story of them. Some bucket biology.
Yeah, I told you about that one I got down in the Umpqua, the first one I caught down there last year.
Yeah, I watched that video. I think. Or
No,
was that one even
I
on
never
video?
Or did I get it on video? I may have. It was probably 16 or 17 inches.
That's a good bass.
Yeah, I know. And Parker
That
was
really
with me, and
good bass.
he's like, "Man, I think you got me beat." And I didn't at the time. I didn't even think it was that big of a bass.
Later, PA.
What were you running as far as?
It was on a
tackle?
whopper plopper. It was a whopper plopper. It was the first
Man, I'll tell
cast
you
with a
what,
whopper
those smallies
plopper.
really chew them up.
Oh man, that thing hit hard. But
That's what I should be fishing is my topwater stuff, but I'm not seeing anything that's leading me to think like I should be fishing topwater.
yeah. All right, Lauren, have a good evening. Appreciate you coming in.
Is that the boring fisherman?
No, that's 578 beta. The boring
Oh,
fisherman
okay.
is Ken, and
Dan,
I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah. Well, normally I like to come on and get on here whenever I can, and it's just been so darn busy.
Raised Outdoor Arkansas. I put that in just for kicks and giggles that females are no good, but I did get some comments on it. He goes, I retain information really well. Females are no good and saltwater tastes bad. Crabbing lessons from Earl.
Oh, man.
If you watched long enough, Arkansas, you did see that I explained that further later on in the video.
So there was an in-depth explanation.
Well, I don't know if it was in depth, but I just pulled part of a clip out and put it at the front of the video just to get people to get fired up. Pretty much. My niece asked why we can't keep the females, and I just said because they're no good. And then further on, or I said because females aren't good, or something like that. And then later on in the video, I played that clip again and the rest of it where I said, no, actually, that's because they're the ones that produce the eggs, which makes more crabs. But anyway, everything I know about crabbing, I learned from Earl. Well, that's good. You might be able to catch one now.
Yeah, but it's funnier if you don't mention the explanation.
Yeah, for you it is. For some people it wouldn't be. Oh, I got a big kick out of my niece though. She stole that whole show. She's funny. She's one from back there, Bobby.
Okay.
Lives up around Farmville. But oh yeah. We had a lot of fun that week. I got so many videos to put out though. I have with the one I put out, well, I got 4 more to put out until I'm caught up to date. And it's kind of aggravating because so the 4th of July is come and gone. and I made a video on the 4th of July, and it's not going to come out probably till the end of this week at least. So it's going to be way outdated by then. I bet too she finds no humor in that. He says he tells his wife the big fat fish are females. She finds zero humor in that. That's terrible. I got to go get some tea.
Yeah, get the iced tea going.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, I've kind of noticed that there's a few holding spots around here that hold the fish just through my constant fishing. And so
Nice.
I'm gonna head back up here around the bend. Now there's just loads and loads of common carp in here. And I have no patience to fish one.
I've never caught a carp.
I've caught them on accident. I've snagged them. I'll tell you what, they live up to their name, sewer salmon. That's for sure.
Oh, they fight bad.
Man,
They fight like
catch carp.
crazy.
I went out and bought method feeders and looked up all the different baits and pack baits and all that. Couldn't catch them to save my life.
Yeah, they're hard to catch.
I've tried getting them on the fly rod, on like cottonwood seed pod mimicking flies. They'll roll all around my fly. Nothing. I've tried them on sunken baits. Nothing. Like things that look like a kernel of corn. Nothing. You know, I've tried nymphing them. Everything. Now, in the process of that, I did catch a bluegill, and I always learned, like with a fish like that, you let it take line. So I let this bluegill take line off my fly rod, and then I went to set the hook, and the bluegill went airborne. So I was expecting a lot more of a fish, I guess you could say, and ended up with a bluegill up in the blackberry bushes.
Nice.
Poor thing, didn't have a chance.
Say, I flipped a sea trout up on the pier one time. It hit hard, so I was expecting it to be real big. So when I went to set the hook, I just flipped the whole thing up on the pier. I was like, oh, okay.
His eyes pop out and everything. Oh, it wasn't deep enough to have that happen. Oh yes, the majestic park birds. See if I can do this one-handed here.
Raised Outdoors says, for some reason, I find myself way more entertaining than she does. I do get eye rolls, whatever that means.
Oh,
All that fluff and stuff. What's up? And Ted is in the house.
Ted is in the house. What's up, Ted? Sprinkle some magic fairy dust on my stuff. I'm not catching any fish.
Need to look into getting one of these reels. It's a Shimano FX300 with the quick fire that you can one hand cast.
Oh yeah, I think I've had a cheaper knockoff variant of that at one point, and they do work really good. But the Shimano is definitely. This is a Sedona 2500 on this rod.
Nice.
And I got this one because it's sealed drag, and I can swap it out rods and take it out for surf perch and salt, and then just give it a good wash down, and usually works out pretty darn good.
Don't even ask me what I got on mine, because I don't really know.
It's a fishing reel and it catches fish, right? Earl?
That's exactly right. And I squirt them off with fresh water when I get them home and hope they don't rust.
Yeah. So Penn makes a reel maintenance kit with like some reel lube and stuff like that, and man, it works out pretty good.
I actually have two pens. That's two of my open bales are pens, and the other one, I got the cold water. What are those? The cold water ones.
Oh, Akuma?
Yeah, I got those on 3 of my rods, and
Those
then I
are
have.
good reels.
Yeah, they are good reels. I knew they were good when I bought them because my boss uses them, and he never does anything to them. I'm talking I don't think he ever sprays them off or anything, and they've worked for him for years. So that's why I got them.
I have two of the low profile ones for my salmon rods, and man, they have nothing but horsepower. I mean, they are powerful reels.
Yeah.
Love them.
That is, I used a Quantum 60. About that, it's like a $15 Walmart reel. You know, it's cheap. I used it for 8 years straight, saltwater, freshwater, saltwater, whatever. Never cleaned it, never lubed it, never took it apart. Used it for 8 years straight, and it finally died this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really good. I mean, that's a durable reel.
Right?
Now, you using it in salt also?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Then I upgraded to it's a pen. I just don't remember which one. Pen. Is it in here? No, it's not.
I got Airwolf overhead here, so every time I hear a helicopter, I either get the Airwolf theme or Magnum PI in my head.
Why can't I remember the name of this reel? I got to Google it.
I don't know if these bass are going to cooperate or not.
You might have to pull out the top water stuff.
That's what I'm thinking. Get something that gets them excited.
That's what it is. I got the Pen Fierce 3.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
Fierce is a good setup. Oh, it's the other one, Pen. Maybe I'm thinking of a combo, the Warfare.
Saltwater Born. I don't think I said hi yet, but I did see you were in here.
I know they have the Wrath. I don't think I've heard of the Warfare.
There you go, Brian. Arkansas has a good idea here.
Popped one over there.
He says dynamite works really well on hard days.
You know, I'm considering it.
Yeah.
I should have just brought the AR-15 out, went Rambo. I don't think the neighbors over here would appreciate it.
Yeah.
Go over to the Indian reservation and get the good fireworks.
Oh, they'd just say it's another normal day in Portland.
Yeah. Gotta smash a few windows, steal a couple cars, but you know.
Yeah.
That if you manage to hit a fish with your AR, I don't think much is going to be left after a 5.56 goes through it.
No, I don't think so either. My wife does.
So did you go up there to that kayak thingamajiggy up in Portland?
No, I don't partake in those type of hippie events.
I don't even know what it's all about, but it was the last
Were they
one.
naked?
Huh?
Oh,
No, I don't know.
oh, damn.
You thought you had one.
Oh, I thought I had one. Oh, it was right there too.
Arkansas says, "Let me clear things up. I've heard it works." You heard the boom?
Get one of the exploratory shock probes that they out on the Mississippi.
Now that's an idea. Considering that they consider these bass to be like a nuisance, invasive type thing, you know?
Yeah.
I wonder if you could get away with that, actually.
You might. Anything that eats salmon eggs, you can about do away with and not get in trouble, except for sea lions.
Yeah, sea lions you can't do anything about.
Right.
Wait, what?
You can out here anything that eats salmon eggs. You can anything that eats a salmon egg is bad,
Yeah.
but the sea lions can sit at the dams on the Columbia River and just sit there at the fish ladder and eat salmon all day long, but you can't do anything about them.
Huh.
Yeah, they're sea lions are a weird crux here. Now,
Yeah.
one of the things is way back in the day, guys used to carry a 12 gauge shotgun on their boat out here in the Willamette, and you'd hear a boom. Nobody'd think anything of it. They'd be shooting a sea lion, and then that whole Federal Endangered Species Act thing came into play, and federally protected mammals and all this other stuff.
Right.
And, oh, got him.
I
There's
think
a
you
fish for
should.
you, Earl.
Yeah. I think you should be able to shoot sea lions that are more than 2 miles
Oh, he
out
got
of the
off.
ocean.
I better check my hooks.
Shannon's leaving us.
Take it easy.
Well, I had one.
No, you had 2.
Yeah. What's the old saying? Where there's one, there's more.
Yeah,
We might
probably.
be switching over to top water here pretty quick.
Yeah, it looks like it calmed down pretty much there.
This
Not
little back
much.
eddy's pretty good.
Yeah.
So just for grins, I'm gonna go ahead and bust out the top water.
Sup, Josh? Brian's trying to show us how to fish here, and he can't do it very well, but
I'm not having a good
Got a fish
evening.
for bass.
yeah. Yeah.
I'm just seeing a whole bunch of what I'm used to.
Josh is the guy that goes fishing with me now. He's the new guy at work, and he's supposed to be getting a kayak one of these days so we can go fish that new part of the creek that I got permission on. So that should be a good time because it's a deep part of the creek, not flowing very fast. So we should be able to catch some pretty nice bass out of there, I think.
I actually got an idea that I'm going to try. See if my buddy wants to do it with me. I'm going to go do some urban fishing and go out to the city.
Yep.
Like spillways, rainwater runoffs.
What did you do? Backlash it?
Just a little bit.
Gotta hate that.
It's all right. See if I can get one to hit right at the bow of the boat here.
I have a great fish story of all the fish I got away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Hey, at least it's on video.
And that last 30-pounder, I'm just putting it there.
We'll see what happens on the top water because that one. So that last one, I cast out the crankbait and I gave it one crank and it came up and it hammered it,
Yeah.
which is normal. You ever fish those little micro, like the Rebel Crick Hopper or anything like that?
I doubt it.
They're actually a really good smallie for targeting the smallies around here. They're actually pretty good because they dive when you retrieve,
Yeah.
but they also, they can sit on top of the water, so you can give them
Yeah.
that little jerk.
Yeah.
But they're small enough because, for whatever reason, smallies they can take a topwater bait, but
Yeah.
then they hook themselves like nobody's business.
They hit it so hard.
Yeah. Well, usually they'll have the treble hooks buried in their side
Yeah.
and in their face or in
Yeah.
their head or their dorsal.
Or most anywhere.
Yeah, tail.
I say the only smallmouth I ever caught was foul hooked in the belly.
Yeah, I bet it drug in like a log.
Yeah.
Man, they fight so hard when you foul hook them.
Yeah.
Like, man, I got a 4-pounder on.
Try catching a lingcod in the tail. That's terrible. You think you have a monster fish on there.
I
I
bet
think you actually got a halibut, huh?
Yeah. Something. What's up, Connery? Connery, I guess that's how you say your name. Connery's World of Fishing.
Yeah, I'm sure you know what a spiny dogfish is.
Yeah.
I've hooked one of those in the tail. I never thought they could fight like that.
Little mud shark.
Yep.
A video of ... no fish. I'm starting to think he's like my cousin. Reel that crankbait really hard and get the rod bent. Then look at me and say, just kidding.
Yeah. I can verify through many pictures that I can catch fish.
I know you
They're
can
just
catch
not-
fish.
Yeah. It's like my hallmark. Not necessarily smallies. Now, trout on the fly rod's a different story. Just not as exciting.
Yeah.
That's like watching paint dry if you're watching it live.
Yeah.
Unless you're over on the Deschutes during the salmon fly hatch. Then it's a little different story. So I'll be gone over on the John Day for 4 days. And we're going to be fishing for cats over there. And, of course, smallies. That's like the smallmouth mecca of Oregon. And so we'll be doing quite a bit of fishing over there. My friend Leo and I and a couple other guys. So we'll be having a pretty good time. So when you were fishing up at the falls, Earl, were you trolling around or were you guys just casting?
We were anchored over close to the west bank.
Okay.
And then just kind of casting from there, kind of out into the current. And then I was on a long anchor and the boat would drift. I was probably drifting back and forth 30 feet at least. Just back and forth over closer to land and then over toward the center of the river more. And
okay.
I think that's partly because I didn't have a rear anchor. And whose link am I dropping? Raised Outdoors. But we'd cast once and catch a fish and cast back out there again and get snagged on something. We snagged more stuff out there in that river. That was aggravating.
Up in that area, it's real snaggy because there's a lot of rocks and there's a lot of other stuff. And like down in this area here, so there's the campground right there across the river. Down in this area up to the bridge, less snags, perfect place to anchor out there in the main channel. And this is where the majority of Willamette River shad are caught, is in this area out here and going up around the corner out of this channel here.
Yeah.
So it's actually really good area right out there.
Hey, Evans family. Welcome in. So this is working class fishing podcast. Here's
So
their link.
We're going to need to get you on the podcast, Earl.
When are we going to do that?
So I'm
Fishing
thinking,
with Paula Smith. Welcome in.
we could probably get you on the books for September. I'll have to, obviously be looking at the schedule, but definitely going to get you on the podcast.
We can try. We might have to do a pre-recorded one because Saturdays
That's all
are
we
kind
do.
of. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we typically record Wednesday nights.
Okay.
So, I mean, I'll give you the dates, and then if it's something that you're interested in, then what we'll do is we'll make that schedule
Yeah.
and we'll get you on the podcast. Because it's all pre-recorded. We don't do anything live.
Yeah.
Even though we don't edit or anything, it just works out better because when you try to do stuff live and you have like live Q&A and all that stuff, it really complicates a lot of the actual like questions and recording and everything else.
Right.
There's a lot of guys that do that, but John and I have found that it just works out better because then John and I can just focus on our guest and we can actually have a good conversation.
Yeah.
Like when we had Ted on, you know, it just worked out so good. And Ted, he was, you know, he was, I think he was at his vacation place. I'm not sure, but he went outside and he was doing some stuff on his boat, and then he went back in the house. And you know, that's the nice part of doing the recording without having like the video and all that, is that we just do the audio. But we've been having a lot of folks stopping in at the podcast lately, so it's been going pretty darn good.
Yeah. Well, probably the reason it went. Go ahead, Bobby.
Then I think I'm gonna head out. It's 11 o'clock. I'm about ready to hit the bed.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Later, y'all.
Thanks for coming up. I appreciate it. Brian, probably the reason it went so good when Ted was on there is because he's so good at talking.
He is. No, in all honesty, a lot of times people are like, well, what am I going to talk about? It's like fishing.
Yeah.
Fishing. I mean, that's the premise of the podcast. It's just like us talking right now. You know, we're talking about like, oh yeah, we're using this and this and this, and just have a really good, you know, conversation about fishing and all that.
Yeah.
I might go back over to the crankbait, even though it's pretty calm back here.
You're sure not catching anything on that one, at least?
No, I'm not even getting anything looking at it. Not to say it won't work later, but
Right.
I would have thought that the top water bite would have been a little hotter. Maybe it's color. I don't know. They like bright colors up here too. So
Yeah. Evan's family, maybe you have to go out at night when it cools down a little bit.
well, it's 8 o'clock here.
Ted says if you have a row on it, it will be 5-minute podcast. You could use it in a YouTube short. That's probably right. That's how simple I fish, Ted.
Well, I think some of the fun stuff to talk about with you would be the crabbing.
Oh yeah.
Definitely the crabbing, because I don't see a lot of people, and I don't really go look for it because, you know, kind of have loyalty to the channels that we're friends with, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, and that's not to say that there isn't other channels out there that do crabbing, but just, you know, with the information that you have and what you share as far as crabbing goes, it's really good, especially for our region. And that's definitely a subject I want to talk about. The offshore fishing, obviously, saltwater, all that, and just, you know, in general, who are you and what do you do? You know, that's kind of the cool part, because, you know, that's one of our favorite things to do, is to just talk to people about like, hey, you know, where are you from? What do you do? You know, and kind of a whole part of that working class thing is that we're talking to people that, you know, they're not professional fishermen. They're not like, you know, they're not out there like, you know, I'm trying to get a sponsorship through, you know, XYZ place or something like that. It's more or less like, you know, I just go out and I have fun. I have fun with my family. I have fun with my friends. I do this because it's a lot of fun, and I can't get enough of the fishing. Yeah. You know, that's kind of what our whole thought is with it. And that's what we like about it. Yeah. And so,
hey, Crank Hunter, welcome in. Go ahead, Brian.
But that's why we do what we do on the podcast. You know, it's like, you know, Ted talked a lot about, you know, not just the, you know, the YouTube and the content creation and, you know, what it really means to be sponsored and do those kinds of things, you know, but also, you know, there's a lot of other things that kind of come along with that too. Yeah. And you know, just being a good supporter of the community. That's the other thing. And like, we really do a lot of marketing through Instagram, and Instagram's kind of where our central marketing lies. Yeah. And there's a term called Insta-famous, and a lot of people are really into like that whole, you know, I'm going to do the picture posing with my fish and everything else. And, you know, they're there to try to get like sponsorships through Blue Tungsten or, Guggen baits, or, when we're talking about like bass anglers, because there's a
Yeah.
lot of bass anglers. Because
Yeah.
bass are fun to catch,
Yeah, they are.
There's nothing wrong with bass, but a lot of people are trying to like hit it big by putting up pictures and, doing this kind of thing. And for a lot of us, we just enjoy going out and fishing with our family and our friends and sharing what we know and, getting new people into it, because what a fun, clean way to have a good time,
Yeah, exactly.
It's something everybody across all different spectrums of everything can do. Anybody can
Yeah.
come out here and fish. And that's the big thing. And like, yeah, you got a super nice boat. Like, you're not just going to roll down to the marine shop and go pick up a boat like what you got, but somebody could say, well, I found a good 15-foot aluminum boat on Craigslist for, $1,000, and I
Yeah.
can put a 15-horse motor on it for another 1,000 and get it licensed, everything for $2,500. I can go out and crab in the bay, and I'll use the ideas Earl gave me, I'll go
Yeah,
get some shad
exactly.
or,
Yeah,
chicken
exactly.
or whatever else, and that's kind of the idea. So it's more or less, it's not necessarily like a competition of, oh yeah, we're doing all this stuff because we, are trying to be better or anything else. We're actually trying to get more people to be successful out here fishing so that they can enjoy it, so that they can bring their kids out and enjoy it.
Yeah, exactly. So did you ever watch any of my older stuff where I had that littler boat?
No, I haven't gone back that far yet. I usually try to go back and watch as many videos as I can. Typically, I'm on the treadmill when I watch them if I'm running
yeah.
indoors, but I've been running outside a lot because the weather's been so nice. So I haven't been watching as many videos, but I'll definitely have to go back and check it out. What kind of little boat did you have?
It was a Lone Star, 15'9", with a 30-horse Honda 4-stroke on it, and that was a sweet crabbing boat. But
Oh, yeah.
what I was doing with it is I started going out into the ocean and doing the bottom fishing off of that boat. And
You were out there with that little boat?
oh yeah, I was all the way down to Seal Rock with it. Anyway, then
You got
this
guts,
I wasn't even looking for another boat, and then I came across this one. But yeah, we used to go down there, and then I told my wife about this one that came up, and she's like, "Well, you might as well buy it because it's more what you need, and we know you're going to use it." But yeah, it was a little fun on the days that got windy while you were down there 7 miles from the jetty tips. So,
I imagine it's probably kind of like riding a wild bull.
oh yeah, but you get drenched. You'd take an hour to get back because you had to go 5 mile an hour, and hitting waves and this splash up, and yeah. Anyway, so now I got a windshield and a hard top and everything else, and I don't have to worry about the chop blowing up and getting on the windshield. It's not getting on me that way. But
That's the nice part, and I like what you did with going with the solid cabin instead of a cloth top, a soft top. It may add a little bit more weight, but in the end, I think that you're far safer, especially if you do get into those big rolling breakers.
oh yeah,
I think that that's just a far safer way to go by far.
it actually isn't that much heavier. The windows are the heaviest part. There's not very much aluminum in that thing at all. But it actually rides nicer. When you go across wake now, like other boat wake, I don't even hardly ever slow down anymore for boat wake because it'll just kind of pop across the top of them. It's got more nose weight now, so it just, I don't know, it doesn't flop near as hard. It just kind of skips across them and keeps going. But
that's a lot better ride then, for sure.
yeah, and then for driving it out there and back all the time, that's an hour and a half out, an hour and a half back, and it's not sitting there pulling the snaps out of the side of the boat, and people hanging on to it while we're out in the ocean fishing. They used to do that with a soft top. Well, you know what that does to it. And now they can hang on to it all they want, and it's not going anywhere.
Yeah, it's not going to get hurt by all that
No.
stuff.
Right. But anyhow.
Yeah. I'm looking at my battery life here, Earl. I'm starting to run low. I may have to bail out here anyways because, let's see, it's 8:20. I don't have nav lights on this. And
the sun's not down yet. You got
No.
another 45 minutes before the sun goes down.
oh, good.
Modog, what's up?
Hey, Modog's on. How's it going? Coming in here, crashing your live stream.
Yeah. Yeah. I was thinking we should all go over to Alicia's live. She went live about the same time I did. What's up, Deer Slayer? Oh, it's a Sunfish King raid. That's what it is.
Oh,
But I was thinking we should go raid Alicia's live.
oh, that wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah, she's doing. It looked like she was doing some metal detecting again. She did really well on her last one. She had 727 subscribers when she started that live, and the next day or 2 days later or something like that, she was up over 1,000 subs just from that
Whoa.
video. Yeah, she gained a pile of subs.
Wow. That's an incredible amount of subs.
What's up,
Right.
Catfish Wrangler? Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. PC Outdoors, welcome in. I'm going to have to check out, make sure I have you, PC Outdoors.
I don't know if I have them or not, but I'll have to try to remember to add them. Or
No,
Throw me
I
sub.
don't have you. I'll go, I'll pick you up here. I know you came over from Sunfish King. That's a new one, younger guy. I'll make you a mod on here so you can go check out all the other channels on here.
yeah, if you leave me a reminder comment there, PC, I'll make sure I get on there and sub you for
Bone
sure.
Buster PNW, welcome in.
Nice.
What's up, Sandy?
Hello, sir.
There's Sandy.
I like your wig.
It's cold today.
Cold? No,
Cold.
it's like 97 or something.
I think it finally dropped down to about 90.
Yeah, it's pretty warm. They started combining here today.
Oh, are they haying now?
Yeah, a little bit. They just started today. I mean, they've been mowing for a week, and now they just started combining today. What's up, Sunfish King? Appreciate you bringing everybody over here.
Howdy, gentlemen.
Sunfish
I can't see
King.
chat if anyone's talking to me, by the way. Let's have a look. It's 64 Fahrenheit today, and it is freaking cold.
64 is not cold. That's perfect.
No, it's not. It is
Yeah,
so
it's
cold. No, I got a beanie on. I got the jacket with the hoodie. I got Ugg
You're
boots on.
You're like people from Florida.
It's cold.
That's all right, Sunfish. I don't really care anymore. I'm monetized, and I get my few people in here. I don't like when there's, I mean, obviously I do like when there's 30 people or more in here, but when the chat's going so fast I can't keep up with it, it takes away from it. So I like my 10, 15 people in here. So
How many you got right now, Earl?
it says 9, but that's the ones that are participating in the chat, I think.
Oh, okay. So that's Sunfish, Ted,
Yeah.
PC.
Modog. You can't talk. Your wife sent me a message. I sent her one back, and then she ghosts me. So talk
I
about
don't blame her.
people in the dark.
Earl's so brutal. Just brutally honest.
I've been called worse by better.
That's like an insult both ways.
It is. It is. It's like one of those clean insults, you know. It's like I can't like be like, oh, come on, Earl. It's so good, it's bad.
You're just as mean.
Sunfish, it's up because we're on the West Coast. It's still about 3 fingers above the mountaintops.
I had the
Which
same
40
argument, Sunfish.
45 minutes of daylight yet.
It's unnatural to have daylight at that time of night.
Time of
Oh,
night.
you're like in your winter cycle down there, aren't you, Sandy?
Yeah, we are midwinter. So
Yeah.
it is the coldest. I mean, I've only just pulled this thing out. Like, my jacket came out maybe 2 weeks ago. Before that, we were still running around in board shorts and t-shirts and flip-flops. Give it 3 weeks, we'll be back into spring.
What was our coldest day here last year, Earl? You remember? I remember you put up a short driving in the snow over the mountains.
Yeah, but I do that all the time. I mean,
know.
in the wintertime I do.
Yeah.
I don't know what the coldest would have been.
Where's my phone?
Heidi and Joe, I'm guessing that's Joe, but that old boat looked like it was longer because the walls were so tall. It had pretty tall walls on it, and that's the only reason that I even considered taking the thing out on the ocean. But another thing, it was light enough that it would bob. I mean, like the waves, it stayed on top of the waves pretty easily.
41. Yeah, Modog's like chugging around in our summertime. What's your problem? 41.
It's summertime here. It was 97 here today. PC Outdoors says 101. Modog said 107.
How much is 101?
What is that, like 30? No, it's not that
38.
much.
That's like low summer weather here, 101. Yeah. It depends if you get the humidity or not, because I find the humidity makes it 100 times more miserable.
Oh, it does.
Oh, it really does.
If you
And
get a
here in
dry
Oregon-
humidity, it's all right.
Here in Oregon, we don't get much humidity at all, except in the spring when it's not real hot.
Yeah. Yeah. See, we've had weather where it's been like 102, 103 with 100% humidity.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's still not raining.
Yeah. No, in Virginia, we used to get that all the time, and that's miserable.
That's like, welcome to Australia.
Yeah.
Out.
Backwoods Barbarian, welcome in. I appreciate that. How many thumbs ups do we have by now anyway? I can't.
You missed the beaver, Earl.
I missed what? The beaver?
Beaver, yeah.
You shared it in the Nutria?
No, it tail slapped.
Oh,
I was going to say, I need your 17 HMR.
you got that right. Pop that
Yeah.
sucker in the head.
Yeah, exactly. No, this was legit Mr. Beaver.
Oh my gosh, I can't chat. What? It's not fair.
I'm going to go cut back around to a couple of these eddies. Beautiful evening on the river, though. Definitely a beautiful evening.
It looks like it.
You just got to get out of the main channel.
What'd you say,
I
Sam?
just my password for you. What the hell? What you've done to my computer, Earl?
I haven't done anything to your computer.
I did it.
It's your fault then, Brian. Catch a fish.
I'm working on it. I've already lost 2.
Earl
What's
said you
Those
were
are-
full of
class
fish.
fishing with? Working. Here, I'll drop his link for you there, PC. I just dropped it a while back, but I'll drop it again because I still have it here. I'm gonna do WCFP for Working Class Fishing Podcast because I don't feel like typing it all out.
Yeah. We got one of those long names. It's a real mouthful.
Yeah. At least you could go customize your URL, but no, you won't even do that.
When can I customize it?
At 100 subs.
Really?
Oh, well, I'm still out of the boat with that one.
Well, I'm gonna go customize it then. Well, not right
So you
now.
should.
I got more fish to catch, but I'm working on it.
See, I need to catch fish. Birdog needs to slow down on the fish catching. Blitzing people now.
Sunfish King says, Working Class Fishing, you should interview a young Missouri angler who fishes for everything. Wink.
Sunfish King, go to our Instagram, send us a DM, and we will get you on the schedule. I'll interview everybody on this live stream. Doesn't matter to us. Seriously. Sandy, you want to come on? We have a good following in Australia.
I have no idea what
It
we're
makes up
talking
a
about.
0.9% of our total listenership.
I don't know if I'd be interesting at all.
Oh, you would. People just like your accent.
I don't have an accent.
No, you have
You
two
don't
of
have an accent. They're going to be
No.
fascinated by Earl's accent.
them. I don't have an accent for sure.
Accent? Earl sounds like a Dixie chick.
Only because I had to die.
Oh, man.
Earl, go make me some pie.
Some what?
Go bake me a pie.
I don't know how to bake a pie.
How do you not know how to bake a pie?
Never baked one in my life.
It's just pastry with filling. How hard is baking a pie?
Pretty hard.
How?
You got to get the
I
crust.
don't
just
even
right,
know.
Andy.
I don't even know how to boil water.
I hope your wife never leaves you. You will just flat out starve to death.
I would too. That's why I got married. I was starving.
Oh, man.
That's funny. Is that why men get married? Is because women could cook?
Probably.
That's
Oh.
shameful. That is
All right,
shameful.
Modog. Thanks for coming in.
See you,
And
Modog.
Sunfish King, and why you're getting married because you can't cook. I was wondering if Josh was still in here. Check that one out. Josh came to me after we went out there on that trip where he got sick. He's like, yeah, he said, I don't know if I'm going to take any more of those sea bass. He said, they're just not that great. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, they're mushy. They're kind of gross. I was like, you way overcooked them. That's all. He goes, I only did them 10 minutes on each side. I was like, 10 minutes? Try 2.
Turn to rubber if you did it for that long.
So, anyway, he came over. Yeah, exactly. Arkansas.
If Earl's melting lead the way he cooks food, no one is surviving with Earl in charge.
Anyway, so the other evening we were going to work on the boat. I put light pods on my boat, and Josh and Parker came over. And I told Josh that I'd cook him some fish that he'd like. So we did. And yeah, he loved it. That's why he said I
Well,
can
at least he
cook some
enjoyed the
fish.
fish.
PC says he's trying to catch his first flathead in Texoma. Any tips? I have no idea. I've never caught a flathead.
I haven't either. All I've heard is cut bait. That's what I understand works best.
I think bluegill is supposed to work pretty good for them too.
Late nights. I've never caught one in my life, but I'm just taking in the information.
They say bullheads for bait PC Outdoors is like flathead candy.
Well, there
There
you
you
go.
go. You're getting some good information here.
Am I on Echo?
Somebody is.
Am I echoing?
No, you're not.
You can just hear all the crows and the other sundry birds over here.
No, I think it's actually Sandy. No, it's not either. It might be you. It might be me. I don't know.
I'm just trying to figure out how I'm echoing.
Let me mute you for a minute here, and let's see if that takes care of it.
But it only echoes when Earl talks.
Right. And I think it was working class because it's not doing it anymore.
Might be
It has to be. Yeah, Sunfish says it's through working classes.
Okay.
Rusty, where do you
Darn
go?
Frickin' technology.
Yeah. Yeah, it is definitely you.
All right. Well, I'm
If
going to
you-
probably get off here anyways because it's getting about the time. I'm going to throw this popper a few more times and then see what happens. But
You can say hi to the people.
I'm going to have to navigate back across the minefield out there.
Yeah. Across
Definitely
the,
don't wanna-
it's not landmines. It's more like waterway mines.
Yeah. This bad stuff in general. So
If they're not legal, does that make them invasive?
No, it
What's
just
that?
means you can't catch them
Why not?
because they're not legal to catch. That's what they're saying. They're not legal to catch.
You guys have the weirdest fishing rules ever.
Yeah, well, that's why we have fish.
It's all 2 rod per person things doing my head in, and then you've got rules on what fish you can and can't catch.
Out in the ocean, you can't have, well, actually, anywhere, you can't have 2 rods in for game fish or out here.
well, you can have 2 rods out for salmon in the Willamette, salmon and steelhead.
You can?
Yep.
Without the 2 rod endorsement?
Oh no, you have to have the 2 rod endorsement.
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh,
You have to buy an extra rod endorsement.
yeah, 2 rod validation in Oregon.
You can't.
But once you got it,
It's too big.
you got 2 guys on the boat. They both have it. You can go after salmon.
We went out on the ocean for salmon, but we sure didn't find very many of them.
My friend went out last Wednesday and got 4 coho and 5 rock bass.
Yeah, they said Friday they did really good on. Everybody did really good on coho, and then Saturday it was. My boss got skunked, which I thought I did pretty good because I got 2 keepers in the boat, and Ed from that Facebook group out there. He's the administrator of that sea bass, lingcod, halibut Facebook group, and he only got 2 fishes all the time. I thought I did pretty good keeping up with him.
Yeah. Yes, he's out there all the
Coho
time.
is a small salmon.
Yeah, I think the best you're going to do out in the ocean on a coho is what, about 8 pounds?
Toward the end of the season, they get up around 10.
10, yeah. They'll put on a pound a week, though.
Yeah, right now they're about 6 or 7 pounds.
Yeah,
Nice
they're not
sunfish.
super big.
By
but
D Slayer.
They are good eating.
Yeah, they are.
They're delicious. And them and a spring Chinook, those two. Best eating salmon you could get.
He wants to come up, but he's too big.
Who?
Well, I just had a fish come
Dog.
up and smack my popper here. A little bit
The
too
dog's
small,
like
though.
the size of a German Shepherd.
Yeah, my dog was all excited about chasing that ball the other night, so I took a little short of it. I figured that'd do pretty good.
He's a suck. Anja, you're just a puppy though, but you're big. Like the biggest puppy on the earth. So,
Fish King is in pain. You're the only one that does it to yourself.
Well, hey, guys, I'm going to get off here. I got to cross the channel and do all that fun stuff. So,
All
good
right.
talking to everybody.
Yeah, good having you on.
So I'll be in touch with you. Yeah,
be safe.
I'll be in touch, and we'll do all that fun stuff.
Okay. Have
We'll
a
see you
good
guys.
have a good evening. Don't flip that thing on the way back.
It's
Not
Modo's
Dog's fault. It's your fault. You're the one that says you're gonna eat the stuff. What's up, Queen?
Miss Hess. How are you, beautiful woman? You're not dead, Sunfish. You're fine. You're not bleeding. You're not broken. You can't. Come on. You're too big. Let's see if I can kill myself with this dog. Come here. He doesn't listen to whistles. Yeah. There you go. You gotta, like, treat him like a horse. You gotta click. Yeah. Come here. Get up.
You're not bleeding yet? Yeah, you're not dead then.
Come here.
There he is.
Say hi to the people. Oh, gosh, you're not standing on me. We're not doing that. We're just saying hi. Say hi. Turn off this light.
9-hour shifts. That's all you work, Queen?
Yes.
I'm supposed to be on from 7:30 to 5:30.
So this little man has just turned 1. And he is the size of a German Shepherd. Oh, God. What's your dew claws? He's got, like, dew claws on his wrists
Yeah,
that he, like, grips
That you
you
need
with.
that you need to trim.
They're trimmed, and they're like little talons.
What's up, Ken? Hi, Ken. You're the boring fisherman. Ken, we need to get together and troll for salmon.
He is a Australian Coolie cross Australian Kelpie. So he is a working dog. Normally you would use him to round sheep or cattle. They're endurance runners. So he's good for getting outside and doing stuff. He works the cattle on my parents' property. But he doesn't do that very often.
Yeah, I need to do a bunch more lead because we used about all those flutter jigs that I had made up. Man, we lost a lot of gear the other day.
Did you use all the lead that you made the other day?
No, we didn't. I don't think
That-
those balls you mean?
Yeah, that. The
I don't
gear that
think
you
we
made.
used any of that yet. We had enough left over from last year for that, but we were those flutter jigs, the fish looking ones. We used a bunch of those.
You did hook up a few times on the reef.
Yeah, I did.
You did.
But the next trip that you will see, I think, is when we lost most of it. Oh, we lost a ton of gear that day.
Oh, really? On the reef?
Yeah, right. It was a kind of a fast drift, and I had 3 new guys on there that didn't know how to tie their own stuff,
Oh,
and
gosh.
I would get the 4th rod rigged up and be ready to drop it in, and somebody would hook up and break it off again. I was constantly tying lines the whole trip
You should
for a long time, and then I finally said, "Look, guys, you're going to have to learn how to do this." So I showed them how to tie it, and then they tied their own.
There should be a requirement of stepping on board a boat. You need to know how to tie a rig.
Well, these guys were from back east, so I mean they're not
anchor.
Yeah, they're not used to fishing the ocean at all. So
Fishing an ocean and fishing a river are the same. Tying a rig isn't hard. The main thing is you're not.
So recently learned a trick on those jigs. Use assist hooks, the ones with the little braid leader on them, and put them on the top of the jig. A lot less snags.
There you go.
What are you laughing about, boring? They were from Ohio and Indiana. That's back east.
No, it's not.
I use just a regular fisherman's knot for the bottom lid, and then I do 2 dropper loops and put the 2nd and 3rd hook up there. I don't care what kind of knot it is, as long as it holds. So
I have to look up these knots. A knot in this.
that polymer knot is a good one. I know that. Sup, Miley? Worked an 11-day job in Elkhart, Indiana, installing a panel saw in one mill there. Never been to Ohio, but I lived in North Carolina for 30 years. There you go.
I actually don't use either of those knots. I don't know what knot I use on my line. It's just how I was taught to tie it. It looks similar to a snell, but it's not bound the same way.
I know, Carl, but it's close enough. Anything east of the Mississippi is back east.
What am I then?
You're down under.
That's cheap.
That's what it's called when you're from Australia. You're down
You
under.
know, there's Americans that do not believe that we exist as a country. I found that out the other day.
Why wouldn't
100%. We're apparently very good actors. So I found that fascinating.
what, boring? You don't agree that anything east of the Mississippi is back east? Pretty much it is. That's 2/3 the way across the U.S.
It's currently 1:45 in the afternoon on Tuesday.
Down under. Yeah, exactly.
Under. Under. Down under. That's funny. That line is just overkill. Seriously, that movie's got to be like 20 years old, and that's all that anyone remembers about Australia.
I don't even know what he's talking about, except that
That's not a knife. This is a knife. And he just pulls out this wicked-looking knife.
I thought he.
That, mind you, is probably highly illegal to own in Australia.
I thought there for a minute he was talking about one of our other lives where you were talking about herbs instead of herbs.
Don't you start that crap.
You said it was the H is there, so you have
H
to
is
say it.
there.
I said, what about the knife?
But then I've been thinking, I actually thought about that as a teacher. And we even have a whole category of the letter A. Because you guys say, is it pecan? Or something like that.
We say it all kinds of different ways. I've always grown up saying it pecan.
See, we say pecan.
Yeah.
No, we say it pecans. Pecans. So the A is a totally different sound. And you guys say can't or something like that. And we say can't with the R sound with it. And there's no R in that word. So English is just stupid no matter what country you're in.
English is just weird. Right?
English is weird.
English is weird.
Weird. W-E-I. Weird.
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 Word.
It's not wired. It's not wired.
But they've legalized weed here in Oregon.
It's not here.
They have bumper stickers that say keep Portland weed.
That's all right. They've come out with stickers for Bribey. With all the rain, apparently we're now the North and South Island because the surf's broken through a lot of the sand.
What's up, Clyde?
Clyde's in the house.
Long time no see, man. You avoiding me?
Everyone's avoiding you, Earl. That's not a question.
I know. I'm used to it.
I'll start avoiding you by tomorrow. I gotta
See?
start working. This woman's gotta earn some moulash.
Moulash.
Moulash. Yeah, back to work. The Australian government has a law that when your youngest child turns 6, essentially maternity leave is cut off, and because they start their primary years then, and mothers are expected to go back to work.
Yep.
So this mother has got to go back to work.
You been catching any fish, Clyde? Out here, we finally got an ocean that's nice enough to get out on. Finally.
Who's speaking an American accent?
I don't know.
Say it like Earl. Say what like Earl?
Pecan, I think.
Pecan.
Pecan.
Makes me sound like a peacock. Pecan. What? I miss you too.
Somebody misses you.
I miss you guys. You guys make me laugh.
Steve does mostly when he falls asleep on my lives.
It's because me and Steve like paying you out.
It's a wonder Steve doesn't want to take me out on the ocean and then just accidentally leave me.
I'd just push you off while we're driving out. I wouldn't even wait until we get there, or just get past the break in the surf and just be like, yeet, see you. That way you're close enough to swim back shore and I don't have to worry about you drowning.
Yeah. Yeah,
You know.
Clyde, I put a video out tonight of fishing the ocean finally. Hey, Florida Flash, I appreciate it.
Welcome in.
Man.
PC Outdoors said, where is it?
Same in Oklahoma.
Try speaking an American accent. You all have so many different accents. Like, you're going to have to be really specific about what I should say.
I agree with that. I don't even worry about talking like everyone else around me because you'll never get it all right anyway. So
Pecan. That's going to be stuck in my head, Kiss. A lot of the times I can't copy someone unless I hear it. So unless Earl or someone who wants to come up with us is going to demonstrate how I have to say it, it's not going to happen.
try saying Kanife.
Kanife. What is that?
It's what you call a knife, but you don't use all the letters.
You shit.
We're staying busy, Clyde.
That's not how you say it. You're a pot stirrer to the worst degree. You're just lucky I'm nice.
You are?
Apparently. Apparently I'm too soft on people.
That is kind of a nice wig you got on there.
I know, it's my best one yet. It goes in the wash.
You should try putting hair on it, yeah. Then you could be like Modog.
The question, though, becomes, do I put my dark hair on or do I weave the red hair to make it look like my children's?
Yeah, do the red hair. I think that'd look better on that wig.
But then Modog would probably copyright me on that, so I'm in trouble. Did I send you the picture of Adette with her black eye?
I don't remember.
Might not have seen you. So over the weekend we had this massive barbecue get together up at my parents' property, and my children, being the crazy heads that they are, decided to rig up a gym. You guys wouldn't call it a gym. Almost like a DIY playground that they had to kind of over.
Yeah.
But it's not secure. It's just like bits of timber slapped together on top of each other, and they're trying to climb it.
Yeah.
And I looked over, and my daughter's at least a good 6-7 foot off the ground on this makeshift climbing thing out of logs. And I was like, please get down safely. So she decided to jump instead.
Well, that's safe.
And her knee smashed up into her forehead.
It's because she's missing part of a finger. If she'd have had that to brace herself on the ground.
Oh, of course. That top of the finger. Yeah. That she didn't want. Yeah. So what was meant to be an overnight camp out turned into a 3-hour, hi, how you doing? We're off to the hospital.
Hospital? For a black eye?
She smashed her kneecap into her eyebrow. So this was all split open. Her knee was split open, and her face and her knee are just like pouring out the blood.
Ugh.
We rock up to this hospital I've never been to, this backward country hospital, and they just took one look at her and just went, she's going to need stitches. And I remember at the time just standing there going, really? You freaking think? I'm not here because I could have patched it with a Band-Aid. I distinctly remember being told to go sit in the car for that one.
That doctor is almost as good as Steve, stater of the obvious. You're hung on the bottom. You think?
Yeah, you
I
think?
just said that like 3 times in the video.
Yeah. See, he was doing such a good job paying you out. I didn't contribute. I wasn't needed.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
that was
That
my
drift-
weekend.
That drift that day was too fast. But the video where I took those guys from Ohio and Indiana, the drift was so slow. We were drifting herring, trying to catch lingcod.
Yeah.
And one of them caught a crab on his herring. That's how slow the drift was, because that crab had time to grab it. And the hook actually went into the crab leg. He pulled it all the way up. It was a keeper too, but we didn't keep it because
that's all right.
it was soft, so I threw it back.
Yeah.
But 80 feet deep, pulled a crab up off the bottom of the ocean.
Soft-shelled crab are actually really good if you chuck them in the deep fryer. And their
Maybe.
shell goes like crunchy without being like when you bite into the shell, then you can eat it like normal.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
right.
instead of like splintering, it just kind of crunches.
Yeah.
Have you tried it?
No. Probably won't, because we get enough hard ones. Or
It's all
hot.
about the hard ones. You yeet the bloody things that you don't want. It's not like you care.
Right.
So you can try a soft one next time.
That doesn't hurt them. We're only throwing them 5 feet into the water.
It's the fact that you don't even have like a hold of their shell. You're just yeeting it off by like a leg.
Right.
So it
They're-
looks
They're tough like that. But did you see that one that I caught with my bare hands?
which movie was this?
The one that came out Friday, I believe it was. You need
And
to
it
go back.
hooked you? The one
What?
that got you? The one that hooked you?
No. It was we had pulled up a pot and the door was open and one got out.
I saw that. Yeah. I know
And
what you
then-
mean.
And then a little bit later we pulled up another one and I started yelling because one was swimming off out of the pot and I ran to the back of the boat and dipped my hand down and grabbed it. You
Oh,
saw
that.
it?
Yeah.
I got it.
I was like, we're desperate for a crab if we're going to go over the boat for it.
I didn't go over the boat, but I did get
You
wet
were
up.
close. You were close. Enough.
Hey, I got it and it was a keeper.
I know. That's why you went for it.
Yeah. It would have been a little worse if it wouldn't have been a keeper, but
It would have been funny if you went for it and then found out you had to toss it back anyway.
yeah, at least I'd have caught it, you know. That's the second time. That's the second time I've caught one by hand that's gotten out of a pot, and it didn't make it down far enough that I couldn't reach it.
Oh, wow. You right there, chicken? That's you. I was wondering whether or not you were anchored in the video you showed today because that swell was knocking you guys around a fair bit.
Yeah, it was.
Nothing.
At the time, it didn't seem that bad because I think partly because it was sunny, but then the guys that were with me are like, that was a pretty big ocean. And the one guy said, I think if it would have been cloudy and foggy that day, he said, I think we'd have gone in a lot sooner. And that's probably right. But there was times that you couldn't really see over the swell. But
See, in that type of swell, we'd probably double anchor But if you're drifting, I don't know. Was it a wise decision?
What?
I would
There
have
was
changed
other-
up my
There's
fishing.
other people out there. I mean, like, we weren't the only ones out there.
I know that.
That doesn't mean that it wasn't wise, but I don't think we were in any real danger. There wasn't any whitecaps. It was just a long swell. You go way up and way back down,
Hmm.
and then the boat rocks around and you get thrown around a little bit. But
No,
I
we double anchor when the swell's like that so that we don't get sick.
why would that not make you sick?
Because if you're double anchored, you can turn your boat into the swell. So instead of just rocking randomly, you've got one rock on a boat. Does that make sense?
Yeah, kind of.
So you'd anchor your bow towards the swell. So you're literally just going up and down, up and down. You're not kind of just tossing around. But that's hard to do if you're drifting. If you're drifting, you can't anchor point.
Yeah, that day, all I would have had to do is put an anchor out of the bow, and that would have taken care of it, because the the drift was away from the swell, or with the swell, I should say.
So you're going away from shore?
No, I was going back toward shore. Well, actually, we were going mostly south, and I guess the swell was coming out of the northwest. So we were drifting south.
That means nothing to me because now I have to re-coordinate the bloody coordinates.
We were drifting mostly south and a little bit east, which the waves were coming about that way. So it would have almost been a good front anchor day.
Fair enough. If your swell's going that way, that's all right. But if you're coming against the swell, normally we'll throw one out the bow and out the stern, just to kind of, and then your boat just becomes like a bob.
Yeah.
Line.
Sometimes I use my kicker motor and just keep me at one spot instead of an anchor. Yeah. But that's usually backing into the swell, because or the backing into the wind, one or the other. And on a swell that big, it could slosh up over the back a little bit if you wanted, or if you weren't careful. All right, have a good time, Clyde.
Nice.
I'm about ready to shut it down.
Yeah, I got about half hour before my boys walk in the door.
I think we should go over and raid Alicia for a little bit.
What is she up to?
She's out metal detecting live.
Oh.
So.
Good night, Randy.
The 6 people that are in here should go over and at least say hi to her and tell her it's a raid from the Reef Robber.
All right, I'm calling it. Bye.
Okay. All right. Have a good one, everybody. I think I'm going to go over and say hello, and you guys can call it a Reef Robber raid if you want to. So I will see you guys later. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. And I'll catch you on the next one.